Born March 17, 1942, in Chicago's Norwood Park, John Wayne Gacy built a flawless facade. Church volunteer, thriving contractor, and adored Pogo the Clown at every local event. Behind the grin, however, smoldered childhood wounds, an abusive father, and a 1968 conviction for assaulting a teenager. As he crafted houses and charitable reputations, he quietly nurtured a sinister dual life, setting the stage for horrors no one in his tight-knit community would ever suspect. In July 1972, Gacy picked up a teenage hitchhiker and lured him home under the pretense of watching adult films. Once inside, he restrained, assaulted, and tortured the boy, who ultimately escaped. Emboldened, Gacy began systematically advertising handyman jobs, inviting young men home, binding them, and killing them, often by strangulation. He then disposed of their bodies, confident his good reputation would shield him. Thus began a reign of terror, hidden beneath the ordinary veneer of his suburban life.
Between 1972 and 1978, Gacy killed at least 33 boys and young men, burying 26 of them in a hidden crawlspace beneath his house and within wall cavities. He used lime or cement to hasten decomposition and seal victims behind drywall. To guests, any odors or stains were passed off as sewer problems or spilled paint. His unassuming ranch-style home masked a gruesome charnel pit, illustrating how meticulously he compartmentalized his double life. Neighbors saw Gacy's ranch house as ordinary. Well-kept lawn, friendly clown performances, charity donations, and volunteer search party coordination when locals vanished. Rumors of missing youths never stuck. Runaways or transient workers were blamed instead. Even when he hauled suitcases into his basement or emitted foul odors, Gacy waved off concerns as business clutter or plumbing issues. His affable public persona and others' biases ensured his crimes remained hidden for years.
In December 1978, Gacy offered 15-year-old Robert Peast a ride after work. When Peast disappeared, his family immediately alerted police, who traced Gacy's car and obtained a warrant. During the search, officers found handcuffs, pantyhose, and missing persons clippings. In the basement, they uncovered human bones and tissue beneath concrete slabs. The discovery of remains marked the end of Gacy's freedom and exposed the full horror of his murders.
Gacy's March 1980 trial drew massive attention. His defense argued insanity, citing childhood trauma and alleged blackouts, while prosecutors offered chilling testimony from victims' families, forensic experts, and recordings of Gacy's own boasts. Evidence included soil samples matching concrete slabs in his basement. After graphic, emotional testimony, the jury convicted him on all counts and unanimously imposed the death penalty. Gacy remained emotionless as guilty echoed through the courtroom.
Years later, Peacock's series, Devil in Disguise, dramatized Gacy's crimes, devoting each episode to a victim's life, hopes, and family. The show balanced forensic detail, crime scene recreations, expert interviews, with respectful portraits of the slain boys. Actors portrayed Gacy's charm and menace, underscoring his duality. Critics praised its honest focus on victims rather than sensationalizing the killer, transforming headlines into deeply human stories of loss and remembrance.
Gacy's murders reshaped how law enforcement handles missing minors and spurred nationwide serial homicide task forces. Victim advocacy groups formed to support families, and memorials now honor the 33 lives lost, most notably a garden in Des Plaines, Illinois, where survivors light candles each Memorial Day. Families continue activism, pushing for advances in forensic science and compassionate policy, ensuring that the victims are remembered as individuals, not mere statistics.
Sentenced to die by lethal injection, Gacy spent 14 years on Illinois' death row. He oscillated between confessing and denying, corresponding with true crime writers and seeking notoriety. Prison staff noted his withdrawn demeanor, a far cry from the community clown. After endless appeals, he was executed on May 10, 1994, at 12:58 a.m., requesting a final meal of roast beef, ice cream, and Coca-Cola. He offered no last statement, his death punctuating a life of hidden horrors.
John Wayne Gacy's case remains a stark reminder that evil can lurk behind the most ordinary faces. His story underscores the need to challenge assumptions about who deserves belief, how we profile suspects, and the importance of listening to marginalized voices. As forensic technology advances and families continue advocacy, Gacy's victims live on in memory and policy, and communities stay vigilant, determined that such darkness never again find safe harbor.